What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we will focus on one of the two new hybrid challenges EA released a couple of weeks ago. As I said in the previous video, I was on vacation, so I will do all these new challenges today and in the next couple of days. Today we will focus on the African hybrids. Just like a couple of weeks ago when EA released the North and South American hybrid challenges, one of the two is a little bit easier, and in this case it is the African tour. Where the overall reward is, I think, an Electrum pack, a premium Electrum pack if I'm not mistaken. Overall we get 4 gold packs and 1 silver pack from those challenges. We have 4 different nations to complete in this challenge. We have Ivory Coast, Morocco, Nigeria and Senegal. And as I said in the beginning, these challenges are not too difficult, but obviously on the flip side the rewards are not the greatest. I will also do the European video in the next couple of days, so if you're interested, check the channel in the next couple of days to see these challenges as well. But today we will do the African nations, and let's start with the first one. Let's start with Ivory Coast. The reward in this case is an Electrum Players pack, so not the worst pack to get, and you need 4 Ivory Coast players at least, which is basically exactly what I have. I have 4 Ivory Coast players up front here. My right mid, my center attacking mid, and my 2 strikers are from the Ivory Coast. And you need to have at least 5 different leagues, which is not too difficult given that my Ivory Coast players are all from different leagues already. And given that you need to have 5 gold players, what I did, and also to get the 90 chemistry, what I did, the rest of the team, I just used Super League players. So all the rest is from the Turkish League. 5 gold players plus 2 bronze players in the center defensive mid position plus the goalkeeper. So this is a pretty good way to get chemistry quite easily. Plus, if your Ivory Coast players are all 4 from different leagues, you also check the 5 different leagues requirement off with this kind of team setup. Let's submit this team real quick to get the Electrum Players pack and move on to the next team, which is, I think, Morocco in this case. Yes, indeed. So we have the Electrum Players pack and we move on to Morocco, which is the only challenge in this case which rewards a premium silver pack, so the only silver pack challenge. In this case you need 3 Moroccan players, which fortunately for my team I had Moroccan players and 3 of them were all from the same league. I have a couple of Eredivisie players, and as you can see this triangle here is all Moroccan and all from the Eredivisie, so that's 30 chemistry already, and with a 90 chemistry requirement this is already pretty neat. So you can build your team around this triangle. What I did is, since you can only have 3 leagues in there maximum, so you can have less obviously, I used the upper part of the team, so my midfield and my attackers, they are all Eredivisie players. But given that there is a pretty low rating requirement of 70, and with the 2 gold players and the other silver players, I was a little bit over the top with the rating requirements, so I used bronze players from the 2nd Bundesliga to bring the rating down a little bit. But as you can see, they are all Germans, all from the 2nd Bundesliga, so they get perfect links with each other, so that doesn't sacrifice my chemistry rating, but it obviously lowers the team rating a little bit, which is what I want. 70 is required and we get exactly a 70 rated squad. So let's submit this real quick for the premium silver players pack and move on to the next team, which is in this case Nigeria. Now Nigeria, it moves, all these nations basically move up in requirements, what you need in terms of the player amounts. In this case you need 4 Nigerian players with the, and I actually did 5, because in this case you need only 2 different nationalities. You can go with 1, but I didn't want to submit a full Nigerian squad, so I used the options that I had here to submit 2 different nationalities. And as you can see right here, I have a Nigerian Italian hybrid team, with the left side being fully Nigerian, so 1 player more than is required, and the left side being fully Italian, both Serie A and Serie B. A few gold players in there as well, because 3 are required, and Serie B, I don't think I have gold players, or if I had, not the right ones to get to the necessary chemistry level. So that's why I combined both Serie A and Serie B for this almost full bronze squad, except the 3 gold players that are required. Let's submit this team for a 7.5k pack for a premium gold pack and move on to the final team, which is the Senegal one. Now in the Senegal one, you need 6 players, so that is more than half of your team needs to be from Senegal. And as you can see, I play them all basically side by side. 6 of my 7 offensive positions are from Senegal, so the 3 strikers are all from Senegal, and 3 of the 4 midfield positions are also from Senegal. Now you need 2 rare players in this team. You need a rating of 72, and you can have at most 3 players from the same league. So what I did here, the Senegal players are basically set in the beginning, and then I used a triangle of German second Bundesliga players. And as you can tell from the past couple of teams that we submitted, I really like to use the second Bundesliga players because some of them, they offer a broad range of ratings. So there are gold players, there are good silver players, there are also very low rated bronze players for teams where you don't have a rating requirement. But obviously these players, they will never be useful for League SBCs because I don't think the second Bundesliga will be a League SBC in the future. So I'm happy to submit those players on a constant basis. And what I also do is I use 2 players from the Super League because one of them connects to one of the Senegal players, and then I just go with the same team to get a green link in here as well to get above this 90 chemistry threshold. So that team being complete, let's submit this for an all players pack, and this also completes the overall African challenge. So now once I press OK, we get the African tour completed notification, which is not too bad because this rewards us with a premium Electrum players pack. And with that being done, this was the African challenge. Let's quickly move over to the store and open the 5 packs that we just received. Obviously, the premium Electrum players pack being the main event that we will open last. Let's go with the, I think we got an all players pack, right? Yes, let's go with the all players pack first. 4 gold, 4 bronze, 4 silver, only 1 rare. So I don't expect much out of it. Not a rare gold card in this case. We get Castro as the front player. Let's see who is the rare card. It is a silver card in this case, but a silver card from the Spanish league. So he will definitely sell, given that players need him for the Suarez League SBC challenge. So we'll send all of those to the transfer list, given that I have quite a few spots open on my list. They will sell eventually, or if not, I will use them in the bronze upgrade method. Next up, let's go with the silver pack first and then move on to the 3 gold packs that we received. No flair here, so let's just skip this pack. Let's see what we get. A Polish player, which is currently required for the challenge. Anything in the duplicate section? Not really, so I'll just quickly send all of this to the club and then send those 4 cards to the transfer list and move on to the gold packs of this pack opening. We have one 7.5k pack and then 2 Electrum players packs, one of them being the regular version, one of them being the premium version. We get a Wijnaldum, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Wijnaldum in the 7.5k pack, which is, depending on whether I have him already, I didn't have him yet, so that is pretty useful for the Harry Kane SBC, which I'm about to do as well in the next couple of days. It was released shortly before my vacation, so I haven't done it yet, and it's not the most difficult one, so I will definitely use Wijnaldum in this challenge. Let's send all of this to the club and send the 2 or 3, it's the 3 duplicates to the transfer list. Ansaldi will definitely sell, probably the other 2 players as well over a couple of relist cycles. But now it's time for the 2 main event packs, the Electrum Players Pack and the Premium Electrum Players Pack. Let's go with the Electrum Players Pack first. Let's see what we get. There's only 1 rare card, so I'm not expecting anything great out of this pack. We get Reyes as the front player here. Let's see what the rare card is for us. Takes a little bit to load, and it's again a silver card, but it's Middlesbrough, so he will definitely be useful in the Harry Kane SBC. We also get 1 Olympique Lyon player, which is not too bad. I think Lyon is still in the Europa League, so they will probably be featured in the upcoming international marquee matchup versions that I think might come out another version of it on Monday, given that it's Champions League time this week. So I assume it's also Europa League time, which means EA could release another midweek marquee matchup challenge. Let's send all those to the club. Let's send the duplicates to the transfer list, and I'll list all those up once I'm done with this video. And then move on to the premium Electrum Players Pack, which is the final pack of this pack opening. Now obviously we haven't pulled anything amazing in here, however these challenges were pretty easy to complete. There was nothing really I had to buy the players. I had most of these players, a lot of bronze players were used here, so I had them all from the bronze pack method, as we pull Maximovic from Napoli in this pack. Nothing too amazing, however those players are always useful for completing Serie A squads. So I'm not too worried about this pack. We also get Fernando as a duplicate player, so we send the non-duplicates to the team and list the duplicates up later. And that's basically it. That's the African Tour squad building challenge. As I said before, the challenges weren't too expensive. If you're lucky, you don't have to buy any player for this. And therefore I think the rewards, even though they're not the best, they come in pretty handy. You fill your club in with a bunch of players that are useful. In my case, Wijnaldum, for instance, will definitely be useful for the Harry Kane SBC, which I'm about to do in the next couple of days. So check out the channel if you're interested in that pack opening as well. But for now, guys, I'm out and I will see you in the next video.